Oh, hey, Johnny. You
Meeting
want to
is
see
being
the?
recorded.
Do you want to see Leo's nightmare? It was pretty scary.
Yes.
So this is what happens when I use the actual settings on Zoom to do the background. It doesn't work out so well. Not like how I have it now, where it looks normal. So this is what it looks like. You see, like it does my face.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh, oh geez.
Return the slab. Return the slab.
And then
How is it that you also think that's one of the creepiest episodes ever on Curse the Cowardly Dog?
It is.
Yes.
It is
It
like
absolutely
the
is.
creepiest.
That gave me nightmares as a kid.
Yeah, I think.
Wait, what episode is that from?
It's like just type in "Return the Slab" into
And put
Google.
Courage the Cowardly
you'll
Dog,
find
that
Yeah.
cartoon, and that's like one of the most iconic creepy episodes of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yep.
All right. That is good to know.
I'm glad somebody else knows what I'm talking about.
So make sure you get into the Roll20 game, everyone. While we do a brief kind of recap, last week, the Mighty Three of Vittori, Lucian, and Lockhart finished searching the Argenvosh Holt kind of fortress, and Isabel.
5 times fast.
Argenvosh Holt.
It could have become the Mighty One.
It could have. And then Isabel decided, she was kind of hurting, so she took a nap in the fort once, it was sure that everything was safe.
And there were three.
Yep, and there were the three who then, upon meeting an old co-worker,
Then there were two.
No, there were still three. The three decided to head towards the Amber Temple for some mysterious reasons that Lucian is very confused about. Because he mentioned multiple times, I don't know why we're going here.
I heard they had hot cocoa.
But while that was going on, Isabel, you had a nice nap. You're feeling fully rejuvenated. And Xander, you've been off just kind of having the bard time of your life. You've been performing in like every inn and tavern in Barovia.
Xander got his own spin-off film. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Dude, where's my Xander?
It's called Finding Barovia.
I thought it was Xander Does Barovia.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Xander
Okay.
takes Barovia.
I'm gonna say we're gonna kind of pick up with Xander. You're currently at the Wizards of the Wine Winery, doing a little kind of like motivational performance for the employees who've been working hard. The wine started flowing, in the country again, which has not saying you're a bad performer, but wine and music all go together. Like wine music performances all go together, making a big old party.
I know you're not saying it because you would just be lying if you were.
Yes, exactly. But you do know that, I'm, you may enjoy a drink or two or 5. I know at one point you drank wine in game, like your character drank wine in game. So I'm guessing, at least at one point, wasn't opposed to alcohol.
No. He dabbles.
And people have bought you drinks during your performances. But as you're talking to the owner, and all of a sudden a black...
Wait.
Yes.
Sorry. Can we have a conversation? Is that okay?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. So it's the owner of the bar. Is that she's like serving? He or she is serving me drinks.
It's the owner of the Wizards of the Wine Winery.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So I've been here for a few hours. I just got off stage. I'm guessing as like a
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Um. And so yeah, I just wanted some time to myself for a little bit. Like I just thought that I carrying this team on my shoulders alone has just been so difficult. I just, one of the guys I think is dead. And there's another one who he loves his books and his owl, but I'm not really convinced that he loves any of us. And then there's another one that was new, and I don't really care about him. And then let me tell you.
How can someone be dead but still walking around?
Hold on, we'll get to that. The last member of the team, though, she did what no one else has been able to do. She broke my heart. I know. Me.
The only person who was able to see through his bullshit.
How did she break
or
your
the
heart?
only one that Cal, but the only one that cared.
She thought that there was more important things to do than be with me, I guess.
Hey, while you're having this conversation, roll me a perception check.
Perception. Nope. Oh, yikes.
Yeah, you don't notice anything, but yeah.
And anyway, she could shoot arrows. It was like no one, like you've never seen. Just, I mean, and that arrow, it hit my heart from so far away.
So do you have a scar? Like,
oh, emotionally, I have plenty of scars.
Okay. I'm very sorry about that. Maybe if you care so much, you can try, I don't know, talking to her, seeing why she broke your heart. He's clearly getting.
You know what? As you're talking, I'm like scanning the room, and I'm like, you know what? I see someone else. I'm like, it's okay. I'm over it. And I get up and I start to walk over to someone else.
He kind of gives a sigh. And as you're walking away, you hear the sound of horses and carriage wheels, and you see a black carriage pull up, and out steps a tall high elf that definitely gives off the air of kind of being better than everyone else. And he is definitely wearing the robes of one of Strahd's kind of employees. And he goes up and talks to Davian, the owner, and you hear some talk about some, needing a large order of wine for the castle for a big event that's coming up. And, just a lot of like, yes, I know, I can't believe it. It's just so, like, is this really happening? I'm going to say, while you're kind of watching them, that's when you notice that suddenly the sky went from its normal, like, gray, kind of just like icky cloudness to like behind the clouds, there's bright light, like almost like the sun is getting ready to come out and shine. And as this high elf is leaving, he looks at you and goes, You're Xander, right?
The one and only. I kind of do like a little like kind of like a bow, but also kind of a dance, and I stumble a little bit. Too much wine, sorry.
Of course. Come with me. And like he just like kind of beckons you and then just walks to the carriage like he
I walk, he's Is he gesturing for me to get on the
Yeah.
carriage?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll walk over to him and I'll just get my glass that I have my glass in my hand, and I'll just like force it to him and then just step onto the carriage.
And you'll force it to him, and he'll like basically just like barely like touch it, and then just drop it on the ground to get in the carriage. And then like he'll take out kind of like a napkin and like kind of clean the grime of the glass from his hand. And
I'm not
then
some common peasant,
oh, I know, you're the nephew of my employer.
That's secondary title. But most importantly, I am Xander the Magnificent. Know
Most
it?
importantly, he is Xander, the grandson of Baba Yaga.
Know it? Remember it? Write it down if you have to. Don't forget it.
I'll know it as long as I'm required to for my job. And like you see him like filling out paperwork as the carriage starts moving. It's just like, I've been required to summon you and your last friend who's wandered off to get you all together to wherever Lord von Zarvish needs you at the moment.
Ugh, him again.
I will let him know how you feel. And
he
like
knows. He's well aware.
he starts taking like more notes, and you see him kind of comparing lists of things. And then eventually, after probably an hour or so, you end up at this fortress that has a giant dragon statue out front of it. And around that time, kind of as the door swings open, Isabel, I'm gonna guess that when you wake up, would you wander around and look for your friends? Or I believe they actually left some sort of note letting you know that they had gone somewhere on Strahd's beckoning. I was like,
Yeah. So after my time of rest and meditation and just like rejuvenation of sorts, I would look around, obviously take the barricade off the door and try to see where they might be.
okay. So you don't find them anywhere in Argenvosh Holt. And eventually with your searching, you do hear like a wagon kind of pulling up. Would you immediately go outside, or would you look out a window?
I mean, if I'm near a window, I'll probably look out. So, yeah.
There's enough windows and collapsed walls and things, I'm fairly certain you would see. You see a familiar black carriage of Strahd and the door open. And you see a high elf get out of the carriage in the Strahd regalia and kind of look around distastefully, kind of like why am I back here? And then after a few moments, would you call out? Would you just kind of watch?
No, once I notice who it is and the carriage, because I would probably recognize it, I would then just start walking down to where they're at.
Okay. And Xander, so you exit, or you are in the carriage, and you see this kind of basically the backside of like a dragon statue in front of a crumbling fort. Your traveling companion doesn't say anything, just gets out, and like I said, like you see him kind of like shrug his shoulders and give kind of like a ugh look.
I'm talking the entire time, the entire ride.
Just about everything about your
like I'm the guy you don't want to sit next to on the airplane when you're just trying to sleep. That's me talking to you.
Okay.
Showing you pictures, like not the kind of guy that would show you pictures on his phone, but obviously I don't have a phone.
of himself.
Yes.
Maybe you're showing like different like sketches that people have done of you
So
from
this
your
is
bag of
the-
holding.
this is a picture that somebody drew a few years ago, and this is a picture somebody drew of me 6 months ago. And this is a picture. Oh, you don't want to see that one, unless
All
you do.
So after a few minutes of showing sketches, kind of standing right outside the carriage, Isabel, you kind of walk down those front steps and you see the high elf and you see Xander.
Okay. So
Sketchbook away.
presuming something else has happened while I was resting, I will go up to the high elf and I would be, good morning. I presume the others are in a different location.
Yes. Lord von Zarovich sent them ahead. He asked me to gather you two and send you with the carriage to join them. He did not tell me where you were going, only that you two were to, as he said, take the long way around, so you can meet up with them.
Very
And
well.
if you'll excuse me, I have a coronation to plan. And he just like turns and starts walking off.
Very good. And the moment he walks off, she'll look over at Xander and say, "Hello, Xander."
Hi, Isabel.
I guess we should be off. And so she'll walk into the carriage and wait for him, and hopefully the carriage goes.
Do you go in right away, Xander, or do you like look around at the surroundings?
Yeah, I'll go in right away. I'll try to play it overly cool.
All right. So yeah. So as soon as the door closes, the carriage kind of takes off to a destination you do not know where. This is going to take probably about 9 hours of travel time. So
Oh,
The other side of Barovia.
yeah, you're literally going to the other side of Barovia, up a mountain, and then up a mountain. So
can two people in the same carriage avoid eye contact for 9 straight hours?
I mean, if someone takes
Yes.
a nap,
If one of them is riding on the underside of the carriage
or the top.
or being drugged behind.
Don't worry, our
I've
trip was a lot
heard-
easier.
Well, here's the thing. Isabel is not uncomfortable with silence. Other people may be, but she isn't.
It's not the silence that makes me
Yeah.
uncomfortable. It's the uncomfortable that makes me silent.
But again, this is the guy that you don't want to be on a plane with for more than an hour, but 9 hours.
Well, this time
Yes.
I'm not talking much.
All right. So
Doesn't he have to make a willpower roll for that?
no, but I am gonna make both of you make me 4 dexterity saving throws.
Dang.
To see if you
Oh,
go
all in a row?
off the bridge.
I was going to say to see which of the two gets thrown out.
If you roll an at 1, we'll see what happens.
Roll 3 nat ones and let's see what
I
happens.
got a 21, a 21, a 10, and a 9.
Wow.
My 9
Oh my
was
gosh.
my 9's a nat 1.
Oh, your 9 is an at 1.
Yeah.
All
There's
right.
2 total.
My dice really do suck. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. All right.
Like, it is ridiculous how much they suck.
All right.
Come on, I need one more nat 1 to be right.
All right. Okay. All right. It's like, okay. So, Isabel, I'm gonna say it was kind of opposite for the two of you. Like Xander, like, you were kind of ready at first, and so when the carriage took like a sharp like jostle, you were ready for it. And then after that, like you started to kind of relax, or like maybe the nerves of like being in this silent carriage for hours with Isabel, like maybe those nerves were starting to get to you. I will calculate the damage for you in a moment. Isabel, that first jostle took you by surprise, but you were the opposite. You realized like, okay, we're going over some rough terrain, like I'm ready for it. So for yes.
Just before we like stop or park or whatever, can I attempt at a conversation?
Oh yeah, you can do that. So these first two rolls that I'm going to do are bludgeoning damage for Xander from being jostled around.
Down? Oh geez.
Being jostled in. It's really rough terrain.
Okay.
You
4
are
damage, you said?
I'm rolling two. So I'm going to roll 2d6s, and that's going to be your bludgeoning damage. So you're going to take 4 bludgeoning damage, and then Isabel, you're. No, I wanted you to roll. You're taking 4 bludgeoning damage as well, because I didn't mean to do 2d4. So both of you are taking 4 bludgeoning damage from being jostled around in this carriage. Yeah, if you want to have some conversation before you meet up with the rest of the group, you can.
So there's like hours of silence, like 2 or 3 at least, when I just randomly like.
So in that silence, by the way, this is probably what she was just doing. She was just probably looking out the window for the most part, just seeing what she sees the whole time, just chilling. So that was her.
And I'm gonna break that silence with. So, how are you?
Not immediately making eye contact. She says, just looking outside, I'm good, Xander. How are you?
Pretty uncomfortable.
And then she'll then look from outside to you. But why?
That's how you want to play this?
I do not know what you mean by play.
God, you're so good at this.
Was I supposed to be doing something?
Oh, you're already doing it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Good talk.
Yes. Did you want to talk about anything else?
Yeah, I feel like I've talked a lot. I just wasn't sure if there was anything you wanted to talk about.
No. I mean, the plan hasn't changed. I still want to help Borovia. Still want the change that we've been trying to achieve. So I'm still on that course, and hopefully we can get there sometime soon.
A lot of times we're in a rush to get to a certain place, and that sometimes prevents certain things to be said by you. And I just thought with another 6 hours to go, if there's anything on your mind.
I'm gonna say at this point is when one of those jostles happen.
And I I mean, that's probably the one where you catch yourself, and I immediately like. Let's just say like we're apart from each other. Like you're on one side, I'm on the other, but we're like diagonally apart.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you see me immediately just fall forward on my face, like I face plant forward onto the seat right next to you. It's like, oh my! I did not expect that.
Are you okay?
And then I guess whenever the other one happens, she'll be ready for it. But that was surprising. I did not expect such a turn to come. That actually really hurt my head. Ouch.
What was I saying? I wish I could remember. It's almost as if there's some greater power out there that's preventing certain things from being said.
The DM has no idea what you're talking about.
Johnny will remember this. So another few hours can go by, and Xander will turn to Isabel and say, "We could play a game to pass the time."
She'll like think about it, and she shrugs her shoulders. Sure. What would you like to play?
Well, I suggested that we play a game. I think you should suggest the game that we play. I brought part of this to the table. You bring the rest.
Xander, I'll be honest. I don't know many games.
Yeah, I should have known that. Okay.
Well, I mean, I think the only game, if I can think, it was from when I was a child. One that I played with my father on occasion. I think he called it. Is this paper, scissors, rock? I think.
Yes, I too have been a longtime fan of the Boulder Parchment Shears game.
Yes, I think that's the official name. Yes.
But usually that's the kind of game that you if one's trying to get, I want this, you want this. It's kind of like a voting situation, and there's a clear winner to determine who gets the thing that they both want. I mean, not that I'm against this game.
I'm going to say there's another jostle.
What?
Another jostle of the carriage.
That's great. Xander tells her to pick the game and then vetoes the game she picks.
Yep.
And so at that time, I'm ready though. I probably when he's saying that, she looks outside and sees that there's going to be another turn, and gets ready for it. And yeah.
After wiping, readjusting after the pain and potential bleeding that occurs from this jostling, I'll say, okay, sure, let's play some rock paper scissors.
Okay.
So you play for a few times.
Let's do it, Leo.
All right. You want to go on shoot or
yeah.
Isabel.
Yeah, we'll do shoot.
Okay. All right.
Isabel picks up a rock and smashes Xander in the head. I win.
All
Okay.
Oh man.
You ready? All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. There you go.
Evenly matched.
What's funny is I was going to say you guys end up tying by the time you arrive at your destination.
Okay.
And maybe Isabel was ahead for a little bit, and then those last few rounds Xander caught up, and it was an even match.
What a riveting game of rock paper scissors, Isabel. We'll have to have a rematch sometime.
8 hours.
She's actually gonna look kind of like a little happy, because she was like, it kind of reminded her when she was a kid. So it was just like, Yes,
Can I,
I enjoy that. That was
can I
interpreted.
roll insight to see if I noticed that?
Yeah.
You can't end in a tie. You have to go to sudden death.
It's like when she was playing
Last
with
one
the dead
standing
children.
wins.
Oh.
Oh
I
goodness.
got a 24 on insight.
So you probably did. You know that I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it.
She had fun.
Did. Um.
Not with you, just her memories.
Oh.
Aw. um. All right. So, when you arrive, it is about the time I'm going to. So, Lucian, Lockhart, and Graveborn. When you wake up and the tiny hut is kind of, ending its cast, what are you all gonna do?
Long rest then, right?
Yeah, long rest. Y'all
Hey,
got
They're also spending 8 hours playing rock, paper, scissors.
or something. Are you guys gonna head back to the temple, or are you just gonna chill or try and cross that bridge again?
Oh, that's where we are.
Yeah.
We came all this way to go to the temple.
Mm-hmm. So you head back to the temple. That Lucian was wondering why you ended up there. All right. So
Yeah, this 10 by 10 room inside the big stone fortress, and that's
Yes.
all there is.
yes. So all right. So Isabel and Xander, as you step out of the carriage, it is around the same time you see your friends walking up this kind of snowy pass. And the road in front of you fades away under a covering of snow, but it takes you far enough that you can see the facade of some kind of temple carved into the sheer mountainside ahead. The front of the structure is 50 feet high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot tall statues. Each statue is carved from a single block of amber and depicts a faceless, hooded figure, its hands pressed together in a gesture of prayer. Between the 2 innermost statues is a 20-foot tall archway with a staircase leading down. And
Wow. Wait, did you say we saw these?
Yes, so that's what you see out of as you get out of the carriage. And then you also see Lucian, Graveborn, Lockhart, and Archimedes kind of just ahead of you on the trail.
Before seeing my friends, I kind of like talk Leonor Isabel as I see these amber statues, and I'd say, "Wow, beautiful! These would be kind of cool to have one of each of us someday, don't you think?" Implying the whole team, not just you and I. Which I think Xander also would awkwardly clarify.
Somebody would think he just wanted all statues of him.
Well, I'm sure Lucian played that. I'm sure that these are memorial statues after they died. So how soon did you want one, Xander?
I mean, anyway, what are we doing here?
Hey, Zerlin. Since we were taking like 9 hours to drive all the way over there in the carriage, would you consider maybe one of those hours, since we weren't doing anything, just chilling, like a moment of rest or anything?
Yeah.
If you hadn't been traveling with Xander, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna use one of my hit dice for like a short rest in a sense.
You had basically woke up from a long rest, came out, and then got in his carriage.
But you have to
With Xander
consider
for-
the damage, the emotional, the psychic damage you took from riding with me for 9 hours.
Oh, true.
Emotional damage.
True.
Emotional damage. Yeah.
Goodness. All right. But yes, you can definitely do that. And if but yeah, so Are you all anyone gonna say anything? Xander's kind of shown up after being kind of on his tour for a while. Lucian,
I
I
look
will.
at Isabel and I go, where did you find him?
Well, it's more that he found me. But anyways, yes, it's good to see that you all made it out of the house unscathed. Anything interesting happened since my moment of rest?
No, nothing at all.
Okay.
I mean, near-death experiences. It seems like we run into something like this every day.
No, not recently. In fact, not since you left.
Oh,
Yeah, been pretty calm
So-
since.
What, has
Wait,
the
and-
trauma made you forget the bridge?
there was a bridge.
Yes, there was a bridge.
He almost
Oh.
died.
Well, that's.
So
kind of
did
par
you,
for the course.
Lockhart.
What happened on the bridge? Aside from almost dying.
Rather not talk about it.
That's fair.
Well, I do think there is a more important question. What brings us here?
I have no idea.
The carriage.
I say, Lucian,
You stole
as,
my joke.
as you say that, anyone who wants to, slash anyone who speaks at least celestial, undercommon, or primordial.
No, got primordial.
I speak
Um,
2 of those languages.
All
I
right,
speak Celestial.
excellent. Roll me perception.
$13.
All right, so Isabel, you're still kind of, distracted from everything that's happened and, maybe how close that rock, paper, scissors game was. I mean, you notice some writing kind of on the walls of the temple entrance, but you don't know, or maybe you don't care what it says. For
Okay.
Lucian and Xander, what you see is in kind of any of those languages that I mentioned that you can read, you see an inscription. I will read it and then also post it in the chat. It says, "Here within these hallowed walls lies a lock that once opened shall release that which was bound to be forever lost and not be found. Within these walls, it once was asked, is immortality something one can grasp? From the void, the answer received, for a price, we can give you what you need."
So I'm reading this in Celestial, and as I'm reading it, I say, it's funny. It doesn't rhyme in Celestial, but it does rhyme in Common.
It rhymes in the celestial equivalent.
I've always loved that trope. It's just that it's a different language, but it still rhymes.
But when I was typing this last night, I couldn't write it, and like my brain would not let me make
it.
Yeah.
Shit, now I feel bad. Oh shit. Okay,
When-
I thought it was in the module. I'm
Nope.
so sorry.
No, it's fine. I was like, I shouldn't make it rhyme, because of that. And then my
Yeah.
brain just kept trying to find rhymes, and I was like, motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I
No, it's
thought it was a module. This is
No.
okay.
No, it's
Johnny?
it's fine.
Johnny, what type of leather is that you're tasting?
Yeah, right.
But yes, it is fine. Yeah, I will be completely honest with you guys right now. The only thing I am using the module for is maps and descriptions of
Yeah.
locations. Everything else is homebrewed.
I'm gonna go. Oh, this might answer a question or two.
And I'm gonna also
You
say
know the theories on the curse, right? This might be where it originated.
Well, this place then may suggest further investigation to confirm what ways we can help end this curse in Barovia.
Yes, but if this is where the curse comes from, well, we're obviously dealing with dark powers, and it would be very dangerous. Archimedes, why don't you take a look inside?
okay. So I am gonna
After last time? Hell no.
I am gonna say Lucian, with that 21 as well as your passive perception and investigation.
Uh-huh.
And anyone else who wants to roll me either can do so.
Yeah, y'all missed last time with Archimedes becoming a clay pigeon.
Yeah.
Did you say passive perception?
Either your perception or investigation, depending on
I
how
got
hard.
a 10. This is good. I win.
Ooh, 14.
All right. So I will state that then Graveborn, you got a 9. All right. So Graveborn, you're just kind of lost in thought. Like, this isn't a place that you've ever been before with Strahd. But you are kind of remembering that there was a period of time, especially after or around the time that Tatiana died, that Strahd did start disappearing for periods of time on end, like a couple of days here and there, and then a couple of weeks. So you're now kind of beginning to wonder if maybe this is where he went, because he never told you. Which
He
at the
was too
time,
busy throwing me off the roof.
that as well. And you were too busy recovering from being thrown off the roof.
Abbreviations don't count in Scrabble.
Lockhart, you're just kind of amazed by these like amber statues. Like, you're just like, how do you get that much amber? Because they're all a solid piece of amber. Isabel, Xander, and Lucian, you all see over in this area. You're far enough away where you can see where it looks like part of the wall may have crumbled, and there may be a secondary entrance over here. And Lucian, with your passive, you can tell that there is a faint glow of like a torchlight coming from this area. So there are 2 entrance options.
I point that out over there and go, oh, somebody did not put out the lights when they left.
Also, by the way, are we supposed to see what's right there right now?
Yeah, you can see in there. I don't care.
Okay.
Guys, I think now's the time that we split up and search for clues.
No.
Isabel, you're with me.
Okay,
Are you
y'all-
trying to be
y'all-
the Fred of this situation right now?
Y'all go that way. Lucian will check the bridge.
So what Archimedes is seeing is what looked like to be almost like a dire wolf that looks like it had gotten trapped in here maybe when it was a pup and had been living on whatever creatures kind of wander in through this opening.
Oh, better go feed it.
It's a puppy over there. Big,
They're like red?
big,
Ah, yeah, go give him some bread.
big
Yeah,
puppy.
yeah, it'll eat it right out of your hand.
Give him a cookie.
Yeah. It
Well-
does look hungry. I look at Xander.
Well, either we could set it free and let it go, or if
If you
kill
were
us,
saying
then
that,
we would have to
I
defend
believe it would
ourselves.
try and kill us. However, I'm also wondering if, and I look over at I'm sorry, what's your character's name? Lockhart, that's it.
Right.
Lockhart. And
Which one is this one?
yeah, I look over at Lockhart and I go, maybe one of those berries?
If he's already full, he can't eat us.
Well, he would be less likely to. At least he wouldn't try and eat us simply for food.
Yeah, but when you have a full stomach, you're usually more willing to listen. That's actually a pretty good idea. I'm gonna make a bunch of gooder berries, and let's go over and feed them to the pup.
Do we actually see something over there?
Lucian can, because he can see through
Oh.
Archimedes' eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the only thing I think he may be saying that because I was trying to say it earlier too. We can actually see what's in there right now.
I
we see
can't.
it.
It's all black to me.
It's all black. Okay, then I can see everything that's in there right now. But I don't know if
Okay.
maybe it's because I can see what the direwolf sees. I don't know. Maybe that's why.
That's probably why. I forgot you have the vision of, like, you have access to the direwolf stuff.
Yeah.
So you can see what's in this room, but you can't see like the whole map, correct?
For the sake, because I don't, just so I don't like metagame, because that's essentially what's going to happen. I'm going to say I don't see what's in there, so it's going to be a surprise to me.
Okay, well, and I can remove the direwolf.
Leo,
from
you should start practicing your surprised face.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no.
El direwolf. I did not expect it.
A surprise party for me?
I wasn't expecting it in the Isabel accent. I'm just making it go off on you.
All right, there you go. Has that updated? Are you not able to see it anymore?
Who surprised
now
me?
I
Who
don't see it.
surprised?
It should be pretty easy for you to fake not being surprised. Just use the same tone and accent that you tell Xander that was a great performance.
Oh, no.
Right.
Wow.
Ouch.
All
Oh,
right.
my soul.
So, well, Lockhart and
Emotional
Lucian
damage.
Them.
are heading off to the east. I was like trying to figure out remember where this is situated. Heading off to the east. Graveborn, Isabel, and Xander, what are y'all gonna do?
I think I will go that way where the dire wolf is.
Okay.
If we
Yeah,
stick
I think-
together, we are less likely to die.
Or at least we'll get to watch Lucian get eaten by a direwolf
Oh, right.
as he tries to interview it.
So tell me,
Is
what
that
do you
something
like
we're
to eat?
waiting for? For Lucian to
Oh.
die?
They
don't want
can
Lucian
talk,
to die.
can't they? And Lucian starts going forward.
Okay. So are you saying anything, or are you just going forward?
I wait for, actually, I'm going to wait for one of the berries.
Okay.
I toss 3 berries in the corridor.
Okay, let me.
Yeah,
But the
boy.
wolf smells fresh meat nearby and ignores the berries.
Yeah, boy.
I'm gonna say with that tan, it notices the berries, but it doesn't notice you. Like, it smells them because it's closer and it's hungry. So yeah, so it eats the berries, and it looks like it's happy.
Bloated.
Not bloated, but happy. Like, it hasn't felt this full in a while.
Oh. Do
It's
you
just
want me to start conversation or?
I'm gonna go in.
There's always room for a wafer thin adventurer.
So actually, one of the things I'll do as you guys go in, if you would allow me, I may be able to keep this beast from causing any harm once it's done eating.
May I roll for animal handling?
If you'd like.
That will not be needed. And at that moment, I cast Animal Friendship.
Right.
Oh, we good.
No, that was my mic. Sorry.
Actually,
Fine.
what is the direwolf's intelligence? Actually,
The direwolf's intelligence is. It has a 3. It's a -4 intelligence.
Oh, you
So-
dummy. Come here.
so then it should work. It should work.
Yeah,
I got a 21.
you do. So I'm gonna say between animal friendship and Lockhart's animal handling. Yeah. I mean, I can roll that wisdom saving throw, but
Wow, that was close.
yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say it works. It's a hungry animal. Y'all fed it. So it's not growling at you. It's just sitting there more confused. Like it's not hostile. It's more of like a I haven't seen creatures like you in here in a while.
Mhm.
And you do see some scattered kind of skeletal remains around the area.
No one's seen a group like us ever. So
I mean, you're not wrong, but yes.
I think I'm going to go up, pat it on the head, and
Okay.
then slowly walk towards the door.
Which door? There are 2. There's one here and one here.
This one.
This one?
I'm gonna open that door and see if he needs to get out. Do you need to go and make? Have you been in here for a long time?
It's
mean, he's-
been a long time since he's been on a.
There's a
been
big
taken for a
pile in
walk.
the corner.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, you can open the door.
You need to make
Um,
some? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Sean. So what
Making
you
biscuits?
what you see, Sean, and kind of what everyone who's in everyone's in this room now, sees as the doors are open is a 20-foot wide balcony of black marble with a shattered railing overlooks what appears to be, from your angle, some sort of vast opening. The vaulted ceiling goes 30 feet above the balcony. The walls and ceiling are covered in an amber glaze, lending the gloom of this room a golden sheen.
Mm.
And then you see an open set of doors across the way.
Archimedes is going to fly in through this entrance over here.
Okay. So while flying in that way, does Archimedes have a passive perception, or are you going to be looking through his eyes?
I should be looking through his eyes at that point as he
Okay.
comes in, looking for traps mainly.
So there aren't necessarily traps, but he does see, and you see some arrow slits, but you don't see anyone living in the room. In this room, you see a skeleton of
Okay,
a wizard.
interesting. And what is that?
This? Is that what you're referring to?
This over here.
Okay, wait. This map is huge. Okay, can you ping again?
On the far right.
On the far right?
hmm
Lucian, you would recognize those creatures as flame skulls.
Oh, I go. Oh, we don't want to go. No, flame skulls. No, bad.
Does the dire wolf exit?
Yeah, the direwolf will basically run out this way and then run up the stairs. Basically cast GTFO on itself.
Oh, okay. Well, that was easy.
that's what Xander cast the last few sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Isabel's gonna summon like 2 of the beasts from her bags of tricks.
Okay.
See what she gets.
Right.
What was it that each one had? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I haven't had that open in a minute.
Mhm.
Okay, 3.
So
What
that one,
order are you doing them in?
that one was supposed to be the rust,
Okay.
and then the other one would be the gray.
Okay. So you get a mastiff and a boar.
Cool.
A massive boar.
Mastiff.
Oh,
So a giant dog and a pig.
Okay, we want to be very careful that we don't anger those things.
A massive boar. That's where Graveborn says, but Xander's already in the party.
Oh, goodness.
No, we would never make fun
in
of things
Soviet
like
Russia,
that. Oh my
Xander
gosh,
is
that's so
you.
mean.
Okay, so then
In the meantime,
What is
wait,
that?
what's that? Oh,
Hmm.
those are the creatures. I'm going to say,
Oh.
there were little rooms with arrow slits over here. I suggest we try and, you know what? I have an idea.
I have another door over here.
I don't know. I'm pretty trusting of Lucian when he says he has an idea.
You are?
Brain blast.
All right,
Okay.
Jimmy Neutron, what do you got?
Why don't you go ahead and check that door, and then I'm thinking if we come back down the main entrance, make sure there's no traps, that might actually put us closer to those things so we can better determine their intent and put us closer to a way out if we need to.
Okay.
And trust me, if they are not in a good mood, a way out is exactly what we would need.
Well, which way do you want to go?
Let's check this door real quick, but if not, let's go back out and start coming down the main corridor.
Or okay.
I'll leave Archimedes here and occasionally watch through his eyes.
Are you opening the door? Are you listening at the door?
I walked through the door.
Okay, so you're opening the door?
And remember that scene in the hallway from Ghostbusters 1? This big slimy thing in front of me.
Oh no.
We closed the
So-
door and mourned the loss of Lockhart.
So
I'm excited to see
Lockhart,
your full
Shields
character,
up.
Sean.
Lockhart, did you go through quietly at all, or did you just how did you go open the door?
Yeah,
When
they
has
use
he
the
ever
doors.
done? When has he ever done anything quietly?
I'm giving.
You're trying to give him a chance to live.
Like I was looking for snacks.
Okay, so not quietly.
Mm.
So, Sean, I'm just kind of curious. What was your next character's idea?
All right. So, So if you're not being
I put my shield up.
Alive
Stealthy.
anymore?
all right, their passive is 12, but you said you're not stealthing, so I'm gonna say with that passive of 12.
Let me see if I can stealth.
Okay,
hang on.
try rolling me some stealth.
Okay. Disadvantage. Oh crap. Oh no.
I mean, with that 16, you at least start stealthy.
But disadvantage because I have heavy armor.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I got a 2.
So it's a 2. All right. So
Ray,
yeah.
Ray, it sees me.
So with that, because I mean Lockhart definitely sees them. They see Lockhart. I'm gonna guess from where people are standing, everyone
I,
kind
I,
of
I
sees
throw some
them.
good berries at it. You hungry? You hungry?
So why doesn't everyone roll me initiative? Don't
Oh,
forget
why
to click your
not?
token.
I didn't see that coming.
No?
I'll be right back.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
I apparently
Xander is casting GTFO.
well, one moment, because I apparently haven't cleared the churn order in forever, which is interesting.
The churn order. You making butter?
Well, I guess everyone just click it because it looks like it's updating.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So
And Lockhart goes after everything else, including the things that want to kill him.
all right.
I have an 18 and a 5.
No, you just have the 5, which is your latest.
Crap.
Right. So
It
we
was
just
nice
have
knowing
to,
you all.
we just have to wait for.
We wish we could say
Xander
the
to come
same.
back.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Thanks for your words of wisdom, Matt.
It's fine.
Yeah, that and well, yeah.
You're like the toothache that keeps giving.
It'll all be over soon.
Yep.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I might be able to rescue him if it caused the rest of our deaths, but I could probably rescue him.
We'll see. But all right, I'm gonna. Oh no, there you go. All right, Xander, roll me
Well,
that initiative.
I'm gonna wreck it.
I thought
Oh, did it? I thought that was from a previous
did it
time.
not?
Let me.
I got a 23.
Yeah, okay. Let me re-put you back on then. I thought that was from a previous time. One moment.
Okay, no problem.
I am re-adding. And we go descending. All right, so Xander, you're going first. Like you see Lockhart just push open the door and you see these flaming skulls. You see 3 of them
Okay.
just down the hallway.
This is definitely one of those things where you bend over, grab your ankles.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay.
And I can use it on up to 5 creatures I can see, so all 5 of us.
Okay, what color would you like that to be?
Yellow.
It
I
will match
think
the.
the term is YOLO. Because
Oh.
And then
Now-
everyone gets 8 temp HP, and everyone can now move up to their can use their reaction to move up to their speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Right now?
Right now. Yep.
It's right meow. Yeah.
I spin in a circle and throw glitter into the air, and it hits all 5 of us. And the magical glitter grants you the power to move really quickly.
Cool.
wait. Yep. Okay. Good. 5. Really? Okay. How far can we move?
You're
What's wrong?
as far as you're able to normally.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the problem. I don't actually know what's in there.
Nope.
It's
Nope.
a glowing, red-eyed, floating head.
You
More?
don't have to use it, but you can.
Well, when I hear that, 1, 2, 3.
It's not a observer. I think it's a spectator
I think
or
it's
a flaming skull.
Xander will go, flaming skull, and immediately leave. And go, sorry, everyone's gonna die. Bye.
That's perfect.
All right.
way.
I
Is,
can
any,
hear the motorcycle like run away.
is anyone else moving?
This way quickly.
Um,
I hate to
Where
be
did you
the
go?
lone person trying to pick up bodies.
Okay,
He
which
went
way
this
did you
way.
go? Oh,
He went back through the kind of tiny crack that you all fit through single file to get into this room.
okay.
I'm also gonna move. I'm gonna move up to Lockhart, and I'm going. Wait, Lockhart, are you running away from the fight?
No, I'm just stepping back because I
Okay.
want to make sure I'm saving some for you all. I don't want to have it all to myself.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna touch you.
I'm
and
gonna share it with my homies.
I'm gonna. I've got from earlier when I threw glitter everywhere.
Yep.
I've still got a lot that stuck to me, and I'm gonna touch you with my glitter hand, and it's gonna cast heroism on you. And so that will give you a not an additional 5 HP, but it's going to go back up to 5 if you drop below it for the next minute every turn.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna cast GTFO and get over here,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Anyone else moving?
Can I get in?
Huh?
So,
Can I try-
are you
can
saying
I
that
get-
we all can take our turn or something? Right now?
Everyone can move.
The spell that he cast gives you 1 extra movement right now if you want to take it.
Oh, I guess so.
Okay.
I'm gonna move this direction as well.
Okay.
Just hang out right there. I don't think my animals can follow me, right?
No,
Not.
because it wasn't cast on them.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
All right. And Graveborn, you're moving forward.
Out of sight, yes.
Okay. All right. And is that everyone? Yes. So now it's the Flame Skull's turns.
And let's see whether or not Serlin wants to end the campaign right now. No, honestly, not joking. If she does the right thing, it's done. Seriously. We have never hit a threat as big as this before, even remotely.
So,
Okay.
all right. So that is 1. All right. So one of them has entered the room. And the one that has entered the room is going to, this first one is going to go to Lockhart because he's the one who opened the door. And the second one will go to Graveborn.
Oh, good. She's not killing us all.
So Lockhart does a 21 hit.
Yes.
All right, so you're going to take 10 fire damage. And
Oh, boy.
I'm pretty sure that 12 misses you, Graveborn.
Very much so.
So that is their turn. So Lucian, it is now your turn.
Oh, great.
You notice 3 more coming around the corner in front of you.
That is kind of the problem. I count right now a total of 5, which okay. I am going. Anybody want out? I'm asking the party.
I'm here to stay.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out where you actually are.
I ran through the crack. I looked and said, "Yeah, bye."
Oh no.
Maybe I can pick up bodies.
Oh, Lucian is so nervous. He's turned to crack.
And try to
Oh,
carry him
no.
across the bridge.
Oh no. At that point, we just call for the carriage and we wait the extra hours.
Okay.
He said he's gone to the crack. Oh no.
So Lucian ran away. Isabel,
I'm asking. I asked. Nobody seemed to want out, right?
right?
No
I
one
mean-
can see you.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you're just gonna
Okay.
wait. Are you gonna
Yep.
hold an action or anything?
No, because it would only piss them off. Basically, I'll hold an action to run away further if I see any of those things coming at me.
Okay.
And I can still hear you. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
So Isabel,
Has anyone attacked them yet?
attack the skulls? No.
No. But they all notice us right now, right?
Yeah, one of them attacked us.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll tell my animals to come over here near me. I'm actually gonna move them over this way, and I'm gonna hold an action. I'm gonna see what's about to happen. Get close to where he's at because I don't understand what because I don't think I've ever seen these kind of skull things before.
So yeah, you're seeing basically human skulls that are kind of sheathed in green flame, and then just have like bright red kind of beady eyes.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just for now I'll
Mhm.
hold my action on the moment that someone gets attacked by these
Okay.
things.
We've been attacked.
So who's been attacked?
I have, and so has Graveborn.
Yes, they have attacked us.
Okay, so we have been attacked. So they're
Yes.
all right. Then never mind. I'm gonna attack them. I just thought that they hadn't attacked yet. So yeah, I'll just shoot at him for now. I'll shoot at this guy first.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay.
That 22 will hit. Roll that beautiful damage. Okay.
So that was as a bonus action.
Isn't commanding the creatures your bonus action?
I don't think movement is commanding them.
If you don't use your bonus action to tell one of them to do something, that it reacts as if it would normally react as an animal.
GTFO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have two of them, if you use your bonus action on one, the other one's going to be doing the GTFO.
I thought that movement was fine.
Up to the DM at that point. I'm just.
So I'm gonna state that doing like something like follow me or like come to me, you can do to both of them. But if it's gonna be like an attack, you can only command one of them to attack a turn. Especially at this moment, because with this exit, that's probably where they would be going anyways if you hadn't commanded them. Because they know that way leads to big open spaces where they can run.
Right. Yeah, I was only having them come near me. It was never. I wasn't gonna have them attack or do anything. Let's see. Okay. So okay, so I can't use my bonus. That's what you were saying, right?
Correct. You use your bonus to command them to move.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just do another attack then, because there's really nothing else I can do.
Okay.
So
All right. That's 17 hits. Nice.
okay. So yeah. So I do those 2 attacks.
Mhm.
Tell them to come near me, and then that's pretty much it.
Okay. Graveborn.
Let's see. Start off with part of my movement coming forward. My free interaction to shut the door. And since it looks like a flaming skull, I can pretty well guess that Mercy isn't going to do a lot against him. So I'm going to punch him.
All right. Give me one moment. I am just closing the door. All right. Go ahead and punch it. All right. So,
That's the first punch.
yep, and
If
it
it's still up.
hits. It hits, and it is up, but it is looking pretty rough.
And it's still looking pretty rough because it's
It-
still up.
It's still up. Yeah, that 8 misses. Anything else?
That will be it.
All right. Lockhart, what are you going to do?
I'm going to cast Bless on myself and on Graveborn and mm,
What color would you like it to be?
Green. And who else would be the next best person?
Probably Isabel.
Isabel. Yeah. Okay.
Right. You all are blessed. Um,
And then I'm going to get my shovel out.
okay.
Let's see.
All right. So that's
Get
your
up the
turn.
weapon.
Xander, what you gonna do? There's one rough-looking flame skull right next to Graveborn. You're muted.
I'm going to in a different pouch. I've got like black and gold glitter that I'm gonna throw at the flame skull,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Bane on it.
Okay.
And so it needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Right.
Is it how many monsters? Is that the only monster I can see?
Yes, because
Okay, yeah.
Graveborn closed the door.
Okay, yeah, so that's fine. I'll just use it on that one.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing your spell save DC is higher than 11.
Yes.
Okay.
16. So then, oh gosh, how does that work? When so they must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from every attack roll or saving throw.
For the next
minute.
next minute. All right.
Concentration, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
And then as a cantrip, I don't have. Nope, that's not gonna work. I'll cast as a bonus action. I'll do bardic inspiration on Isabel.
Okay.
And a spotlight is going to appear on me, and another spotlight is going to appear on Isabel, and I'm going to say, I know we've been out of the game. I know that it's been a long day of nothing but an exciting, riveting game of rock, paper, scissors. Now's the time. You got to see your target, Isabel. You got this. You're gonna hit the mark, and I believe in you.
And
Do you want to date check? Yes or no?
Oh wow. And is that your turn, Xander?
Yeah.
You're not. You're gonna. Isabella can respond on her turn if she would like, but it's now the Flame Skull's turn. And these two, since Graveborn, you're the one who's done the most damage to it. Both of these are going to you. And the second one I know misses. The 22.
First one hits unless I choose to. Yeah, let's go ahead and shield.
All right. Then they both miss.
And
The
let's see.
other ones.
I gotta check something real quick. But go ahead.
Nope, it's fine. You hear one kind of thump against the door from the other side.
I can expend one of my hit dice. Let's see. Oh, let me take off those hit points first. The first one did 10, so it took off the 8 and then 2 more.
Okay.
I can expend one of my hit dice.
Okay.
If I roll even, I gain 10 hit points. If I roll odd, they take.
I just realized something. I needed to roll a d4 for Bane. So that 22 may not hit. Does the 20 hit?
20 still hits.
Okay.
So
Never mind
let's find one of my hit dice. Let's go ahead and use one of the d12s. It's odd. They take 7 force.
Interesting. Okay, that's fine. You can take 7 force. I do not mind. I just gotta find the right token. All right, is that everything? Or that's their turn? Solution, it's now your turn.
I'm somewhat confused
Okay.
that things haven't blown up yet. So instead, Lucian is going to concentrate on Archimedes and have Archimedes fly 2, 3, and the other ones haven't moved yet, right?
Uh-uh.
I'm going to have him fly over here and kind of keep watch on things.
Okay.
And that'll kind of be my turn.
All right. Isabel. Oh,
She's hiding.
she is. It's one of those, like, I looked over, saw Leo, looked away to check something, looked back, Leo's gone. And now it's Leo's turn.
Cool. I'm here. So I think I'm gonna use my action
Mhm.
to do Hunter Sense
Okay.
on it.
All right. So, what you learn is it is resistant to lightning, necrotic, and piercing damage. It is immune to cold, fire, and poison. And it can't be charmed, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, or knocked prone.
Okay. Let's see here. It's unfortunate because literally all of my weapons are piercing. So
I mean, you can still do damage. It's just resistant.
yeah.
Oh, just reminding you, when I punched it, my punches ignore necrotic resistance.
Mhm.
Just checking.
I did. I remembered that.
I didn't until I read it.
Okay. So I'll just use my bonus to do a Slayer's Prey on that creature.
Okay.
And yeah, there's really nothing else. I'm just gonna move to a different spot though. So I'll probably just move right here. I'm gonna take a moment to tell them whether they listen to me or not. That's up to them, I guess. But I would hope that as my animals, as I've been taking care of them for all this time, they would listen. And I would tell them to stay here. And I'll just hang out right there.
They've known you for like 10 seconds. They just came into existence.
Well, it's not the first time I've been using them. It's not the first time I've used the boar or the mastiff. So hopefully they know who I am. But I don't know.
They showed up.
You are their god.
They showed up into existence, got beaten on by other things, disappeared, showed up again into existence, got beaten up by other things.
They're
A
basically
lot of
Pokemon.
times they didn't actually get beat up. A lot of times they were just hanging around.
Yeah.
So
What do you think Pikachu thinks of like the
Oh God.
the animals
not-
that actually
no.
come out and fight for Ash, but he's just right there. He's
We're
like,
not getting
"Yeah."
into that discussion. We are not going on a Pokemon tangent. We're staying focused. And Isabel, that's your
Us?
turn.
yeah, that's
Hey.
all I do because action bonus.
Alright.
we can go on that tangent because you supplied 2 Pokeballs.
This is true.
Grapeborn, it's your turn.
Try not to piss them off so that we die.
That one misses
Mhm.
because I don't think even my D4 will help.
Nope. That 23 hits though.
Okay,
And
well,
how do you want to kill this thing?
It just explodes into bone chips.
Oh, right. So nice little pile of bone chips crumble to the ground in front of all of you.
I want to shut this door too.
Then says, "Well, that was nothing. I don't know what Lucian could have possibly been so afraid of."
Bring in the next one.
Well, the door's closed.
They just get bigger and bigger and bigger.
The next one just comes in like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
The last one comes in like the Kool-Aid man. Just,
Oh yeah.
All right.
I
no,
shut
this
this series of doors too.
Yeah,
All right.
this is definitely one of those things where smaller is more deadly.
Where did I put that other door piece? Come on, roll 20. All right. All right, that door should be closed for you all now. So what are you gonna do?
That
You know
was
they're-
it for me.
All right, Lockhart, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to stealth here and slowly peek in the doorway
All right, roll that stealth.
Let's roll the stealth while I'm in this room.
Yep. Well, they're right by the doorway.
15.
No.
Nope.
3. Disadvantage.
Oh,
But it's better than your last roll.
true.
Yes.
True.
So they definitely notice. And one of them. So give me a strength roll. And I'm gonna say versus its dex to try and kind of zoom over your head and get into the room. Strength roll, not strength save.
Okay, sorry. So athletics.
Yeah, athletics works. Okay, 12.
That's not much better.
Yeah, with its 14.
And it's in the room.
There is now a second one in the room. I'm going to move the dead one out of the room so that way this can take its place.
Can I get an action in before it starts?
Your action was to try and close the door again. So you could do a bonus action.
Well,
Unless you planned on leaving the door open.
Yep.
well, I wanted to try the buried alive on this thing.
It's floating in the air. So
Oh, okay, so it won't get sucked in. Gotcha. Never mind.
it is a skull floating in the air.
Okay.
All right. So Xander, you saw one skull get crushed into dust, and then Lockhart opened the door for a second, and another one came in.
I foresee this being our future.
Letting them in one at a time. Is that what we're trying to do here?
It's easier than having them all at once.
Apparently it is now.
There's a slim chance
Come on
we could
in,
survive.
sir. And we kill you. Come on in, sir.
Taking number 3. Number 3. The doctors unite.
okay.
As long as they keep calling for that, we stand a chance of living.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'll cast. I don't want to use too many of my spells because, like, I'm not really much of an attacker, and I don't think I need any more buffs right now. So I don't know. I kind of want to just not do anything right now. Like, I don't want to waste spells.
Hey, you can pass.
Yeah, I might just move slightly out of the way, back up, and then call, not do anything else.
I mean, you could always just insult it.
Yeah, I guess I could just use a cantrip. I'll do Vicious Mockery on the guy that came in. I got nothing other than just, I got nothing. I'm just gonna cast it.
All right, that's fine.
No, honestly, that's a perfect insult. It's just so terrible. You got nothing else to say.
Yeah.
It's an insult.
So,
You've
wisdom
got nobody
saving
that you can
throw.
depend on.
Wisdom, right?
Yes, wisdom.
Oh, with that 3, it fails. Roll that damage for me. Or did it already roll? I keep forgetting I have to look at the log on Roll20. Or not Roll20, D&D Beyond.
2.
All right, 2 damage. It will take that 2 damage. All right. Now it's its turn. Oh, Xander, you were so lucky. You were just out of its range. Which means it's going after Lockhart. Both of these are going after you, because you're right there. So does a 16 or a 24 hit?
One hits, the other does not.
Okay. So take 8 fire damage.
Oh, you can guess that's the one, right?
Don't forget you have temporary hit points.
That's true.
Oh no,
Okay,
the other one
so just
was
3.
the one that had. Yep. Yep. So
Yeah.
yay. And that is its turn. So Lucian.
That's what we need. A solution.
Uh-huh. You need
A
Lucian.
Lucian.
To come up with the solution.
Put the Lucian on its skin, otherwise it gets the hose again.
Oh, I have the solution. Run. I'm going to back up a little more.
I mean, you notice your friends took the one out, so
I know.
okay.
That's why I'm circling around the other way.
Okay. All right, so that's your turn. Isabel?
I am gonna put my Slayer's Prey on that one,
I'm going to go ahead and dash. Might as well.
and
Come on.
let's see here.
Slayer's Prey. It's so fun. This map is so big.
What level are we at now?
You should be at level 8.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, it's not like high up in the air, right? It's just like floating
No.
in the air.
It's like head height.
Head height. Okay. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'll go up to it, and then let's see. Let's move up here. Right there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna attack it right there.
Roll those attacks for me.
So let's do that one there. Okay.
That 27 hits.
Nice. All right.
All right. So that is undead. Oh, nice. So total damage. All right.
And then,
Nice.
yeah, so that's one hit, and
Mhm.
then I'm gonna attack with my other sword. I should have done the that one doesn't hit, but I should have done my second attack. Shoot, I didn't even think about that. I just went for the dual wield, my bonus action. Actually, no, I can't do that. Never mind. Scratch that because I used
Okay.
my bonus, so I can't do that.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna do the second attack with the sun sword.
Okay. That
Okay.
24 does hit.
Okay.
All right. So it's looking real rough now. And that's your turn.
Yes, I think so.
All right. Greatborn.
Let's see. No more doors to close, so I suppose I'll come up and
All right. You've also rounded it. Nope.
Oh,
No. You were just so impressed by Isabel, using the sun sword, her father's sword, taking a huge chunk out of it. You were distracted. And you've got other things on your mind. You've got asked to design some things and pick some colors. You're just a bit distracted right now. It's fine. So Lockhart, it's now your turn.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'm going to use guiding bolt.
Okay.
And also like to hit it with my spiritual weapon.
Well, with that guiding bolt, how do you want to take it out?
Like caca.
Caca. All right.
Caca.
So this second one is down.
Cool.
You got 2 of them down. There's one left.
Anybody else want to try the door?
Xander, it's your turn.
Okay. So 2 have died and there's 1 left behind the door.
Behind the door that Lockhart's by, yes. You would have seen before this door was closed. Because I do think, how much dark vision do you have?
60 feet, I think.
Okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
Because your vision would have only taken you to like right here, to like the middle of the hallway. So you didn't see anything else. So yeah, so there's just one more of these like flame spell things that your friends are taking out super quickly.
Okay. Well, I don't have a lot of speed, so I'm probably not going to be the one to open the door. So, well, I guess if I'm not using an, I guess I could. Do I have a feeling like the last that I saw it was it immediately behind the door?
Last you saw it, it was probably about 10, 20 feet away from the door. So logically, with how far it was away from the one that came in, it would be a logical assumption that the other one was there or almost at the door.
Okay. I'm gonna say, no, Lockhart, buddy, you got this. And I'll
Yay.
stay where I'm at.
Okay.
I think I'll say, well, we have to figure out the plan. Do we want to go this way where there are skulls, or do we want to go a different way and proceed to this through these what is it, a temple? Okay, proceed to this through this temple, doing other things instead of fighting these things this whole time.
Well, we should kill the skull first.
Yeah, we probably gonna have skulls no matter which way we go.
Well, okay. Well, let's take them out so that way we can keep going. All right.
I'll cast. No, I should really save it. Dang. No, there's nothing else I can really do right now.
Here's another thing too. So she'll say, well, another way we can go is to sneak, but I can help us out this time, where I can allow us to pass through this temple without attracting attention.
Without a trace, perhaps?
That is another way of putting it, yes. So we could do that as well.
That works for me.
Okay. All right, so then I'll go ahead and cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
Okay.
Whoa, I didn't see that coming.
I say, Lucian, are you still dashing for your turn?
No, at this point, because of what Archimedes sees, and at that point, he's probably going to rush out. And I'm going to run back and yell down this area, say, "What? No!"
Wait, so you were yelling?
Fun now? I guess there's something really fun on the other side of this door.
And I'm going to continue. Well, yeah, I guess that's my action. So
is it this way? He was saying it from, like, from this side? Or from outside, over here?
You would have heard me from outside.
Okay.
So that circle is that hopefully you all are seeing is what Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Like there should be a tint circle centered on Isabel, and anyone within that circle that Isabel chooses has that +10 to dexterity stealth.
Everybody except Xander.
No, Xander's on the edge.
Yeah, he's on the edge.
I'm saying anybody Isabel chose.
Oh, I see.
We need a distraction.
All right, so you all hear Lucian yell. And yeah, you guys know that from this direction there is one flame skull left. So Isabel, do you have any bonus actions you want to do? or movement?
I think it just movement for now.
Okay.
I'd say. Well, I think we should probably listen to Lucian this time. He may have a reason for his incessant screams about leaving this place.
He probably saw a bug.
Okay. Well, I'll listen to it this time, and I'll start heading this direction, and I'll command my animals to come with me.
Okay. Well, you're doing the movement. Graveborn, what you gonna do?
Which way did these doors open, in or out?
So they would open in. So
Into this room.
Yes. No, into the other room.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well, I'm not moving far. I'm just blocking the door because
Okay.
everybody else has to get out first.
Okay. Okay.
That's all I got. If something comes through the door and looks hostile, it's getting punched, but
Okay. Locker.
I guess since we have stealth, we can go through the door, maybe get to it before it gets to somebody else.
Okay. I mean, you're actually no longer in the stealth range.
Am I not?
Nope.
Super.
follow Isabel.
Well,
Like-
actually, I have an idea. How are the hinges on the door?
What do you mean?
How are the hinges like really strong or?
I mean, they're probably kind of rusty.
Okay, I'd like to knock the door down onto the flame skull.
All right. Give me a strength athletics.
Yep. Come on, baby. And no. With with an advantage for a good idea.
No.
No, disadvantage for not a good idea.
Okay, disadvantage for not a good idea.
I mean, I'm currently debating on whether or not you accidentally opened the door. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say.
You know you want to do it.
I do. I really do. So yeah, so you accidentally opened the door just a tad.
Okay.
All right. Xander, it's your turn. You saw that Lockhart open the door a little bit. You could tell, I'm going to say you could tell that he was trying to push it like down, like he was trying to break the door, but he opened it a little bit.
Wait. Don't I have bless?
You do.
Aha!
So roll that. And Johnny, you're muted.
Xander.
And could I use my spiritual weapon to help me knock it down?
Can I, if me as a player, if I can't see the flame skull, does that mean definitively that Xander can't?
It does not. Basically, with roll 20, or at least with how this door is set up, either the door is completely open or it's completely closed.
Okay, so Xander can see.
Xander can probably see part of it. It would probably have kind of like a 3/4 cover from Xander.
Okay.
But you could definitely
That is-
see the doors open and see the flame skull on, at least part of the flame skull on the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna throw some
Bread.
dark glitter.
There's some bread.
Throw some bread, bread and glitter at the skull, and it's
Okay.
gonna be Bane. It's got to make a wisdom saving throw, or sorry, charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw. All right.
Hopefully it's not too charismatic.
It's not.
Yeah, for a flame skull.
13. I think yours is 14.
Fail.
Okay, and
16.
it takes 16. Sorry. And what is the damage on that?
It's not damage. It's
Okay.
every attack and saving
Oh yeah,
throw.
it's
You
negative.
roll a d4. Yeah.
Right. All right. So it has been. Anything else?
No, I think that's it for me.
Right. So now it's its turn. It is gonna try and get through the door. So Lockhart, are you like still holding the door, or did you like try and break it?
No, because I couldn't knock it down. I'm holding it.
Okay, so it's gonna do athletics against its dex. Got to beat an 11, so. Hey, all right. So it did not get through the door, but it is gonna try and hit you with some fire rays. Actually, no, because I totally forgot about this section that it had. It's gonna cast magic missile on you.
Oh, goody.
Do you happen to have anything reactionary, Sean? That may be able to deflect these things?
Reactionary in what way?
Shield.
Yeah, shield.
Not a shield, but shield.
I actually don't think I have shield.
No.
All right, then you're gonna take that 9 damage.
Yeehaw.
So can I actually see it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can see it with the angle that you're at. It would probably be considered more like half cover because it can't get in the door yet. But yeah,
If I could see it, I could punch it
True.
as my held.
true. Go ahead then.
I'll roll some more 8s.
Nope, that 16 will hit it. And so we're at 14. So it's gonna take
22.
22. Thank you. So it's starting to look kind of rough. With that held action, and the flame skull has done its turn. So Lucian, it is now your turn.
I'm going to come over this way. And wait.
Okay.
And for my action, I'm going to go ahead and see through Archimedes' eyes again.
Okay. All right. This.
So I
Yes.
did see that.
You did.
Okay.
Mm.
And out of curiosity,
Mhm.
I can see a part of somebody here. Who's that?
That is the Mastiff.
Oh, I guess I could save the Mastiff. Rest of you too bad.
I think
Okay,
somebody
go ahead.
cast light behind me.
Are you saying like a yellow tint? Oh,
No,
behind you in
me.
your game. I think so too.
Damn,
Alright,
that's one bright sun.
It
Are
is.
you sure he's not? He's just not trying to make it look like it's dark in there.
Should I go
He d-
towards the light, you guys?
He doesn't want Court sneaking up on him again.
Don't go in the
Right.
light. Don't go in the light.
So
That one
shiny.
right there?
Hmm.
Don't go into that one?
No, because you'd fall out of your apartment window.
Then he would
How
be
do you
seeing.
know I live on the
I
third
have
floor?
a solution.
I don't know what floor you live on.
Johnny, move to the side. Thank you, holy man.
All right, Isabel.
Blinded by
I-
the light.
I'm gonna go ahead, come out here. I'll come out here
Okay.
and I'll ask Xander, or not Xander, Lucian, from that distance. Why do you want us to leave this place so badly?
Those things can cast fireball.
Well, yes, that is dangerous.
They usually coordinate. How many are there?
As far as we know, we have destroyed 2, and there is 1 behind that other door that we opened before.
And what about the other 3 that are heading for the other door?
Other 3?
Other 3 that I've been tracking.
Well, that is news to me. I think they are unaware that there are 3 more coming through the other door.
That's my suggestion. Run!
Well, I must let them know. I think that'll be everything I do, because I don't think there's any action I can actually take right now.
Okay.
Yay! I can see someone. Maybe I can actually pick up that body and run.
Graveborn.
Well, if I can still see it, it's getting punched again.
I mean, unless Lockhart has closed the door in his not turn.
No,
can
because
still
he's
see it.
slower than me.
I didn't close the door
Hey.
because I didn't open it.
So with that 23 and that 19 damage, it becomes a puff of a skull dust.
Peek through the partially open door, see if there's any more coming.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any more through the door you're right next to. What you
That
see,
was easy. That was nothing.
But I see
I've just scrolled down to it, is a 20-foot wide, 70-foot long arched corridor that's sheathed in amber. The southern half of the wall is scorched by fire, and charred corpses lie on the floor here under a burned fur coat. Several amber doors lead from this hall, and there are 3 arrow slits cut into the east wall.
for the rest of my turn, I want to come down here and see if there's some way I can block the door from opening.
Okay. So I'm gonna say we're in this room. You see kind of the remains of like a couple of different
Couple of your
Like-
friends.
no, like makeshift beds. There's some bones from other adventurers that were, tried to stay the night here and then probably got eaten by the dire wolf. So
what
you
do they
might be
call
able to.
Freudian slip, right?
Hmm?
Never mind.
I'm trying to
Okay.
remember whether these doors open in or out.
They probably open out as well.
Okay, so they would swing this way.
Mm-hmm.
That makes them harder to block.
Yes, but it also means that the skulls can't push them open. Because they don't have thumbs. They're just skulls.
Yeah, but what I actually remember of them personally as a player,
Mhm.
it wouldn't stop them. Look at their first ability.
I know. Oh, I know.
So I'm just hanging out, still hoping everybody else leaves so I can leave. But it looks like Lockhart's going through the door.
It does.
So that's the end of my turn.
All right. And Lockhart went through the door. Did you
Mhm.
open the door?
I did.
Okay.
Are we still in combat?
For the moment.
Okay.
It all depends on what y'all are gonna do.
I'm going to walk over here and see if I can see anything. Oh, I see stuff. I
Give
see
me
things.
Give me a moment, god damn it. Right. So through those arrow slits, you see. Scroll all the way through this information. So what you see are, from where you're at, you see one black marble column supporting a vaulted ceiling of a temple. And from where you are at, you also see basically the walkway that you had seen before from the room you were just in, as well as kind of the row or the floor below, which goes down about 30 feet. And you see some stairwells.
Cool.
Yep.
Let me see what else I see.
Well, how much movement is that? 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. How much movement do you have, Lockhart?
I think that's it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 is going to be over here, actually. Sorry. So I'm right here.
Okay. Yep. There you go. Oh, yeah. You can also see 2 flame skulls from where you're at.
Yeah. And thankfully, they're not seeing me.
Nope. All right. So, Xander, what are you going to do?
All right, I'm going to walk up here to the door. That's 10, 20, that's 30 feet. That's all I can move, just so I can get a better view of what. Okay, that's all I can. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do for now for my turn. So, yep.
Okay. That's fine. All right. That's that turn. Lucian.
They're still not leaving.
Nope, they aren't.
I look at Isabel and say, I wouldn't go back in there. We've got to get them out.
Well, I agree. That is the plan that I was going to do.
And then I say, hold on one sec. I'm going to try and see how bad it is through Archimedes. And then I'm going to use my action to go back into Archimedes.
Okay.
Oh, he has more movement speed.
Yep.
And seeing that, he turns around and comes back. Does he live?
Roll stealth for me.
Yeah.
Archimedes.
Yeah, for Archimedes. Come on, roll. Nope.
Oh, one of them notices. I'm gonna state. And
it is just a bird.
Huh?
It is just a bird.
It is just a bird, which is why I don't think it's gonna attack. But it is gonna turn and kind of face that direction.
Oh, good.
All right. So, anything else, Lucian?
That's it for now.
All right, Isabel.
Well, she's gonna tell Lucian. Well, I will go and speak with them to bring them back.
Okay.
Lucian is still kind of looking off into nowhere, as you see him do normally with Archimedes.
He's just gonna dash real quick,
and
then he's gonna talk to them and say, "Look, I think we must go this direction. Behind that door, Graveborn, are 3 other skulls waiting for us once we open these doors. So I think we must take a different direction to proceed through this temple."
I believe so, but Lockhart went running up north, pointing to the open doors.
Okay, we must bring him back. We need to go a different direction. So she's gonna go maybe a little bit more because she can't go much more after her dash. I think that was at 60. And is gonna yell over to Lockhart to return and say, Lockhart, it is time for us to go a different way. There is too many enemies. We must come back and regroup
Mm,
just kind
nope.
of
Leroy Jenkins.
I know, it's pretty much what's happening right now. I think I don't know if he doesn't say yes, then it's like what's. So that's really all I do. I don't take any actions. Or
Okay.
that was my action. Let's just say, or my dash action was the action. I just talked for a bit, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Graveborn, what you gonna do?
Well, guarding this door isn't so good. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm going to grapple Lockhart and physically remove him.
Okay.
What makes you think that that's the right way?
I know the way you're headed is probably the wrong way.
There's nothing ahead of us.
Well, let's regroup and discuss with everyone.
If you can tell me for sure that we can head this direction if I go with you, then I'll be fine with going with you. I know that you can't promise it and you can't make everybody do it, but I want everybody to consider going this way.
We will consider it.
All right. I'll go with you.
All right. So Lockhart, you're gonna spend your turn kind of heading back out.
I feel something spiritually drawing me this way.
Are you metagaming?
No, I can feel something very spiritually drawing me this way. I feel like there's got to be a reason that there were so. There's probably much more danger in any other direction.
Well,
Can we
Let's go.
respond, or are we not able to respond to him?
Let's go.
Not quite yet. Say Graveborn, since Lockhart, you are agreeing. Why don't you guys take your turn, the rest of Graveborn's turn and Lockhart's turn to move back to everyone else?
Okay.
All right.
Where are we going?
First, we have to find Lucian.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll
Okay.
say he's out the passageway we came.
Okay,
And,
let's dash.
So are we going in turn order, or are we just going now?
You can just go now. I'm gonna pause the turn order, so that way you guys can regroup and have a mini discussion.
I'll tell my animals to come here in just a second.
Okay.
So, well, Lucian, we have returned, all of us, even those who were very reluctant to come.
Okay.
So
Let me
what
see what I
other
can do
way-
without getting eyes on the trio of guards. And I'm going to slowly bring Archimedes a little bit closer. Are those things still where they were?
They're still there, but they definitely look like they're holding. Like they look like they're being controlled, and they were told to wait for something to happen.
Okay, so these things are traditionally guardians. They are sometimes commanded, and they take the commands literally. But do not mistake the fact that they can simultaneously lay down so much fire that we would be all crisped before we had a chance to blink.
So
we must proceed carefully.
Then when Lucian says that, I will look over to Lockhart, and that is why we wanted you to come back as well, because they could have, if they wanted to, destroyed you in an instant with 2 fireballs.
2.
Fireballs.
3, 4, 5.
Yes.
No, every one of them can cast fireballs. No, here's the question. The first set did not cast fireballs. That may have been a circumstance, or it could have been an order. And I look at Graveborn. Graveborn, do you know? I mean, is it possible that you created these things in a past life?
I have no knowledge or memory of this place.
It would have had to have been someone slaughtering mages for some reason to create these horrible things.
I feel you are correct in the mages being slaughtered area, but I do believe going all over the map is foolhardy. Going
I
in one
agree.
direction
I'm just thinking
is
that we need to
also
pull back, think
Mhm.
about this, be aware of what they are, and make sure that we're not sitting there waiting for a group of them to simultaneously fireball us. I think we need to plan and consider options. We did not have that option with one group of them in one area and another group coming. We knew that there were two groups, and it was simply a very deadly situation. We needed to retreat, regroup, and rethink.
I understand that.
Stealth also would have been advantageous, but we started that a little bit late. Of course, we didn't know ahead of time that there were two groups of them. But strangely enough, and I hold up my hand for a sec, and I double check, and Archimedes peeked his head a little bit. Those people are still there, right? They are standing there. They have been ordered to stay there.
You're muted,
Who is?
Sarah Lynn.
They're still standing there. The best way to kind of describe it is it's almost like they're in an idle animation.
Yeah, like someone gave them a set of orders, and they're standing there.
Mhm.
Well,
And I'm going to explain this to them. These things are given orders, and they can remember those orders for centuries, and they will follow those orders to the letter. Something in what we said or did triggered them to come through individually from the one area, and eventually cause the others to come through from the other area. And something has not triggered them to go back.
Do you have faith in what you are doing?
Thinking and planning, yes.
No, I mean beyond that. Do you have faith in what you do and how things have gotten to the point they are? You have had losses on your team because people did not trust in the greater picture. I believe you are overthinking a situation. When there is trouble in front of us, we deal with it. We have done so many things to get to this point. Why not trust a little bit more in yourself and in the rest of this team? I'm not saying that you're doing a bad thing by thinking it through, but also everything you do is a calculation. Everything you do must be thought out. True. But sometimes you have to throw yourself into a situation to get past it.
Had we thrown ourselves into that situation, there would be 5 charred corpses on the ground right now.
I disagree. And that's okay. You can disagree and I can disagree. But the thing is, how do we take care of these flaming skulls?
Well, my thought was to try and figure out what they have been told to do and their exact wording, perhaps get them to go back to the other side and then sneak through on this side.
Isabel's gonna say, well, look, I think I agree with both of you to an extent. Yes, we must be calculated. Yes, we must think of a plan to do this in a way that's more efficient and less likely to cause us death for any reason. But I do agree with Lockhart in the sense where we cannot stand here either waiting for something to be the most opportune moment. If we wait too long, what is the point of us doing this anyways? So we do.
I have
I do
taken
think we must-
exactly enough time. I've taken exactly enough time to describe to you the dangers that we're facing.
You've described the dangers, but you haven't described the solution to these dangers. So what is your solution so we may go past?
Well,
I believe I have something I must do before we continue, and I must ask for your patience. I'm going to call upon my deity.
okay, if you really
ask for
want to,
help.
there's a bush over there. But in the meantime, what we need to do is think about what these things are doing and come up with some sort of plan.
My plan is set before me. I am going to call upon the shadow that has led my people and shown them the way of growth. In this, I ask very deeply for the help of my patron. Please show us a way, show us a sign, and show us how to bring these horrible things and put them at a distance from us.
I have ideas on that. I don't understand why.
I'm currently asking for a sign, and I'm trying to be helpful. I know that I'm not as new, I'm not as seasoned as some of the other people in this party, but I feel I have something to offer. And if you have some answers, you may find them in your way. I'm looking for them in mine.
Okay. So I look at Greyborn, Isabella, and Xander, and go, so, one of my thoughts is that does Archimedes come flying out?
You're muted.
That is up to you.
Yeah, basically, if I'm not seeing through his eyes and that happens, he would probably come flying out.
Then yeah, he comes flying out.
And I look over and I see him and I go, oh crap.
Well, if we don't have an idea right now, if you don't have a specific plan, Lucian, the only thing I can propose are two options here. Either we try to sneak in a different entrance maybe, but the only entrances we have found so far are that one over there and this one that we are next to. So either we sneak through the way we came just now, or we sneak through the other way, or we face those skulls and fight them and keep going through this temple. Or else, what other result do we have?
And Lucian just says enough talk and he runs this way.
You just told us not to go that way.
Yeah, now they're coming around the other way.
Okay, then let's come this way.
And he goes, enough talk, pay attention.
Let's concentrate in a small room.
Yes, where I can potentially protect us from the fireballs. That would be good.
Bring these guys over here.
Right?
And when I get inside, I'm going to stop and first off, I'm going to say, don't open that door yet. And I'm going to see through Archimedes' eyes again.
Mm-hmm.
Lockhart heard us when we said that we were leaving, right?
Lockhart is praying.
And I point while still looking through his eyes, and I say, point, and I say, two at the entrance. Again, they are not reacting. I think they're still waiting for something.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come back to my eyes, point towards this door and say, I think there's still a third right out there. However, that does mean that it is alone, in theory.
So what? We go the way that Lockhart was going originally?
Well, I think that we've distracted them, so it might be a good idea.
Okay. Well, I don't know if we should leave Lockhart on his own. Because
Well, did he move when we told him to move?
So Lockhart, I will state Lockhart, with your prayer, you're asking for a sign from your deity. And, you're not sure. I mean, you're probably pretty sure that it is from your deity. But I will state, you do notice from where you're at that there is now a faint kind of green flame-like glow coming from the entrance area. And all of your friends have ran back the way that you came from, the way that you were going, the way you felt drawn.
Thank you.
All right. So, what are y'all gonna do? Which way you're all going?
Well, at the moment, I'm going to keeping an eye on those two
Mm-hmm.
with Archimedes. In the meantime, what was through this door?
So through that door was essentially an amber kind of lined room that on this wall had flame marks. And there is next to Isabel right now. Let me get back there. There is a charred corpse on the floor under a burned fur cloak. And then there are 3 doors on this wall. So here, here, and here. And then a set of double doors right here.
I wonder if there's still more of those things.
Are you just running ahead right now, Sean?
Yes, I am where I'm feeling I am drawn to.
Okay. No, I'm just asking if your character was doing that.
My character has been steadily walking towards this moment.
Okay. As she sees that, she's gonna come up towards Lockhart and say, "Look, Lockhart, I know you are drawn by other worldly powers, but as you are drawn this direction, we can follow you, or we can come together as a group and do it. I currently still have my spell Pass Without a Trace, so it probably would be to your advantage, so that way you may be able to sneak if necessary. We never know if we might run into any more of these flame skulls in any other rooms."
I feel the flame skulls are only the beginning, and I feel spiritual energy coming from the next room. I don't know what kind, I don't know where from, but I feel that we need to keep going. Once we continue and finish our quest, things can start to become better.
Of course, but we can be smart about it too.
Right.
Just running and blindly might cause more harm than good.
Real quick, Xander and Grapeborn, what are you 2 doing?
Probably playing rock, paper, scissors.
Trying to decide what everybody else was running. If they started going north, I would head north.
Okay. And
Yeah,
Xander?
I for once am not throwing my 2 cents in. I'm just kind of like letting this play out and seeing what happens. So I'm just going to go with the group.
Okay.
Are these murder holes or windows or what?
So those do look like arrow slits that open up into a temple, like the main room of a temple that's about 30 feet below you.
Okay.
What is Lucian's AC?
His AC? That's not terrifying at all.
No, I'm only
14.
asking. Okay, I'm actually going to use a spell slot on him.
Okay.
And one moment. So Shield of Faith. I'm going to use it on him, and it should bring his AC up by 2 for the duration.
Actually, think the roll 20 doesn't have my correct armor class.
Oh,
Though I am
that's possible.
I am trying to figure out where the armor class from. Because technically I haven't casted the day yet.
Mage armor. Nice.
Oh, that helps. So that brings me to
17.
17.
Well, then I'll save that slot. But I do want you to know that I am feeling very good about what we are doing. I'm producing good berry and passing them out.
Okay.
Well, I'm feeling better as long as 2 of those skulls are sitting over there.
So
And every once in a while he stops and looks through the eyes of the fowl.
Yep, they're chilling. Right.
Okay, so I'm passing out 2 gutter berries to everybody.
Okay.
All right. If you need them, you got them.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'll make it better. 4 gutter berries to everybody. So.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So there's a total of 4 doors that you have not gone through in this room. So are you all gonna pick a door, or are you just gonna decide on one door?
Guys, I've seen enough Scooby-Doo to know that in this long hallway, a lot of these doors are going to be connected to each other.
Okay.
The Fable of Scooby-Doo.
The Fable of Scooby-Doo. Xander is a bard. You know it well. It is a crowd favorite.
You know, it's strange. It was a team of 5 adventurers, not dissimilar to us. There was an animal mascot. I gesture over to Graveborn. We have one of those.
Wow. All right.
And I look at him and go and point to the boar and I go, really?
Well, Lucian, you remind me a lot of one of the characters in that story as well. She was very intelligent. She had very large glasses that she always seemed to misplace.
I swear I've heard him say jinkies at least once.
Could we can we save the stories till after we find out whether or not Lockhart's going to die when he opens that door?
Okay, that's fine. I'll finish the story later.
So we do not want to go to check any of these other 3 doors?
We can. That's
but
fine.
Lockhart is dead set on opening that door.
Oh, is that really the case? Okay.
Yeah.
It's the end of the road, but I do feel that we should give people a chance to have free will.
Yes, and it helps if they're alive to excise it.
So real quick, I'm gonna tell. It's funny you should have said the Mastiff, because that's the dog right now in this.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'll have the Mastiff actually like sniff each door to see if he smells anything behind the doors, like anything or anyone possibly. To give me a turn for that, as well as like hearing anything as well too. So this is what he'll be doing.
Okay, you can roll that perception check for the Mastiff with advantage.
Yeah. Perception was what?
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's got a 15.
With that 15, he doesn't smell kind of any creatures, and he doesn't smell any danger. Honestly, he smells a lot of dust, some rotting like books and wood. And then in this room, he would also smell a lot of like kind of like a dusty, like almost like old dried up like potion kind of smells. But nothing dangerous.
Nothing that would alert him. And
Nope.
okay, no, it doesn't hear anything either
Nope.
behind the doors.
Nope.
What? That's with the massive nose, but he can't tell me whether or not he smelled like potion-y type stuff. So I'm imagining that he didn't feel alerted
Nope.
to anything behind the doors. So he's just, he's like just feeling fine. Nothing out of the ordinary when I asked him to do that.
Yep.
I'll say, well, it looks like there might not be any dangers behind the doors. It looks like the mastiff could not, smell or hear anything that would be of any harm to us. So maybe we don't need to spend too much time with these doors and maybe go through the ones in front of us. And I'll point over to this door over here.
We could always just, deal with those doors later. So Lockhart, if you want to deal with the big door, I'd say go.
Yes. And you do have, remember this, you do have +10 to your stealth being within range of me right now. Same with all of you if you're within my range.
How much range is there?
Well, it's if I stay like right next to you, you'll have all like you're good. But if you are farther than like 30 feet than me, then you won't have it anymore.
So you would be covered into about 10 feet into the room.
Okay. If you want to move closer, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean I can.
Right. So do you want to roll me that stealth check, please?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that would be 9 plus 10, so 19. And yeah, you're good. So you open the door very stealthy, sneaky like, and what you see are torches in sconces that illuminate a dining table in the center of the room. Covering the table is a magnificent feast that fills the hall with the rich smells of cooked meats, sweet vegetables, and popping hot gravy and wine.
And these purple entities?
They are ghostly figures that appear to be enjoying the feast.
This is exactly like Scoobert do.
It is.
I would like to go ahead and sit down and introduce myself to these individuals.
All right. And Isabel, with that 26, you were definitely super stealthy. They don't notice you. And yeah, with that 19 from Lockhart, they don't notice you until you sit down. Well, you go to sit down, and you fall through the chair.
Oh, I should have guessed that. My name is Lockhart, and I am someone who means you no harm. I hope that you are doing well. May I be of assistance?
And they just kind of look at you, and they look at you like and nod, and kind of gesture to the table, though they don't speak.
Okay. I would like to place a good berry in front of both of them. as an offering.
They drop to the floor.
They do. They fall through the table.
Though they do.
Mhm.
I offer these, though they are now on the floor, to your good health and future spiritual well-being.
They just kind of look down at them and then look up at you, Lockhart. Well, this is going on. Isabel, Greatborn, Xander, Lucian, what y'all doing?
Stifling a laugh.
I'm actually just trying to sneakily like walk by while
Okay.
it's like they're distracted by Lockhart.
Yeah.
And just to look around the room while they're paying attention to him to see if there's anything in here of any interest.
Trying to figure out where Lucian is again.
Lucian is right. I'm well within seeing range.
Okay, there you are.
Yeah,
You were
he's right
hidden
there.
by a big yellow dot.
Yeah. So
the show should be gone by now.
Yeah.
and at this point, being at the outer range of what I can do, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss Archimedes.
Okay.
And then bring him up over here.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh, these lovely little dots go away. I can see all of your beautiful character art. All right. So, Isabel, you can definitely tell that these are illusions. This ghostly figures are real, but everything else is an illusion. And what you can see, I'm just trying to figure out. Is that I accidentally turned my volume down because it describes an item in here, but it doesn't state where. So I'm gonna say kind of in what appears to be the center of the table, you can tell one real object is essentially like a very fancy kind of pitcher.
Okay. Does it seem at all odd or magical or something along the lines out of?
Oh, it definitely seems very magical.
Okay. Well, then I guess I will. Where is it exactly on the table? Is it like in the center right here, or is it somewhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna say kind of in the center of the illusion, on like a real pedestal in the middle of the room.
Okay. So I'll just walk towards, like, with my sneaky. I'm walking towards there to take a look at it and investigate it a little bit more. See what I can figure out what it is.
It looks like a very special, fancy wine pitcher that would hold about a gallon of wine. And if Lucian ever comes into the room, he could probably tell you what it is. Or if you want to cast history or arcana, or roll history or arcana.
I mean, I can try. Let's see.
May I also?
Yeah. Anyone in the room who wants to?
Lucian walked in.
Yeah, Lucian. I know you're passive. Well, I know you're passive investigation. So roll me arcana or history.
Still going north?
Yep. Right. So Lucian and Lockhart. Lockhart, it's more of a you've heard rumors of this kind of thing. Lucian, you definitely know what it is. It doesn't give a name in this, but it is a special pitcher that any poisonous liquid poured into it instantly transforms into an equal amount of sweet wine. And then furthermore, once a day, any creature that grasps the pitcher's handle can command it to fill with a gallon of wine.
Okay. I tell people that's what it does. Basically, the mythological unicorn horn used to drink out of.
May we have some of your wine? I asked the spirits.
They nod.
Okay. My party and I also would hope that we may pass by without any undue stress to you or your kind.
Okay. And as Isabel walks towards the door, they just kind of turn and stare at her. Because you're the one who picked up the pitcher, right?
I didn't pick it up.
Okay. Did
No.
anyone pick it up?
I left it there.
I'd like to pour myself a glass.
Okay. So you picked it up. All right. And you're still at the table?
Yes.
Okay. Then they're just kind of watching you then.
Is there any healing capability of the wine at all?
Nope.
Okay. I set down the pitcher and thanked him for the wine. And are they still staring at me?
Nope. They're back to kind of, once you set the pitcher down, they're kind of back to their.
We will take our leave. Thank you very much. And please enjoy yourselves.
Mm-hmm. So are you all going to go through this door?
Well, I'm going to listen at it first.
Yeah, I'll have the master like smell and sniff again, real quick.
Then
Remember my.
Yep.
We can bring the rest of our group through, right?
They don't seem bothered by any of you. Xander, Graveborn.
Already moved into the room.
All right.
Yep, me too.
All right. So Lucian, with your passive, you hear maybe some soft mumbling coming from the far end of the room, but you don't hear kind of anything nearby.
Mumbling
and the sound is kind of muffled
from a long ways away. Okay, why don't we keep the door open, let Archimedes go in, and I'll try and look through his eyes to get a layout of the room.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sure.
Yes, just give the DM a moment to scroll back up to that area. Because they couldn't have done things in like order. It's like,
oh no.
Yeah, no. Why would they do that?
Okay, spend all this time on this door, and then once we're convinced not to go in there, let's run over to this other door over here.
All right. So Archimedes, when he goes into, you said he was going into this area?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So what he sees is 4 black marble columns that support the vaulted ceiling of the temple. At the north end, in the center, so basically directly across from where Archimedes is, there is a 40-foot tall statue of a cowled figure in flowing robes. The statue's stony hands are outstretched as if in the midst of casting a spell, and the face is a void of utter blackness. The ominous statue stands between 2 black marble balconies. The one that Archimedes is above has partially collapsed and fallen on the temple's black marble floor in front of an open doorway right here. Where was I? The walls of the temple are sheathed in amber, as well as the doors leading to and from this part of the temple. Flanking the exits in alcoves, which I'm trying to see where these actually are, because it's in this description, but I don't see any alcoves. That's weird. There In the alcoves hold a white marble statue of robed human wizards with pointed hats and golden staffs.
Okay, Archimedes is going to fly over here. Oh, open doorway. Let's look up here first.
All right.
And I'm describing all this as we go around.
All right. So where you are, there is a bare stone room that consists of a foyer to the west shrine and a shrine to the east. 4 candlesticks lie on the dusty floor of the foyer. In the shrine, fragments of a shattered obsidian statue are scattered in a raised alcove above at the eastern end of the chamber. 2 pairs of empty alcoves lie in the north and south walls of the shrine.
Okay. Then he's going to come back out and look in this open door over here.
Okay.
And go, oh, what is that?
The walls and ceiling in this eastern portion are bare stone. And there is a section that has collapsed. To the west and south are open amber doors. And down the hall, you see a 10-foot tall jackal-headed warrior made of cracked amber.
Moving or not?
At this moment, it turns and just stares at Archimedes. It does not move.
I definitely describe that creature and fly back out. I also want to make sure that this guy is still here, right?
The specter?
No, this thing. The flame skull.
The flame skull shouldn't be there. Oh, you mean at the end? Yes, it's still at the end of the hallway. Sorry.
Yep. Okay, I don't think that flame skull can see this far. It is in the same room, however. It's a very large room. And of course, there's the amber statue on the other side, which seem to have moved. There are doors that I can't go through. What do you think? I think it's safe to step in quietly.
I agree.
Yes, let us go forward. So,
right.
And I point over that way and go, the flame skull's over there.
Good thing you got that plus 10.
yeah.
I'm wondering if we have enough ranged attack to take that thing out from a distance.
What thing out? What are you talking about?
The flame skull. There's still the one that was out the door, and that is actually straight over there.
Would it not be better to continue on without attacking it?
It's up to you.
We can.
I say we leave it be until we need to deal with it.
I agree. I think we could move forward and deal with it later if it seems to bother us.
Okay, and I point over this way and say, that jade statue was over there. It did move.
Well, if we are going that direction, we might have to face it. So,
in the meantime, should we open this door?
That would be best.
If you would like, Archimedes can fly through as you open it crack again.
As you wish.
Should I bring him in there?
Yeah, you can bring him in there.
Okay, describe the room,
Right.
and I relay the information.
All right. There's a bare stone room, consists of a foyer to the east and a shrine to the west. Candlesticks draped in cobwebs stand in the 4 corners of the foyer. In the shrine, a faceless obsidian statue stands in a raised alcove at the western end of the table, or the chamber, sorry. Slumped before the statue are two desiccated corpses in tattered garments and two pairs of alcoves in the north and south walls. There are two pairs of alcoves in the north and south walls of the shrine.
Hey. Well, I describe all of that and then go, well, and there's another door over in there. And Lucian's going to step in.
Okay, so Lucian's stepping into the room. Are you opening the door or just stepping in?
Oh, yeah. You're going to open the door and step.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, all right. Are you going to step in this room over here by you and Archimedes?
Can we perceive what's in the room first?
Like, see if you hear anything in the other room?
Perception.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything.
I'm going to check in the other room, listen through the door that I'm standing in front of.
Oh,
You don't hear anything.
I was just wondering what's over here.
That is the statue that I described.
Oh. And there's nothing about it that we can trigger or anything like that?
I mean, something could be unseen.
Yes, I imagine there is something to trigger considering there's two dead bodies sitting in front of it. Is that something you wanted to go trigger?
Yeah,
I was just wondering if this door had anything to do with that statue.
The door that he's next to?
Yeah.
That Lucian's next to? No, it doesn't have anything to do with the statue.
Okay.
I'm going to peek open this. I'm going to peek open this door enough for for Archimedes to fly in.
It's a narrow room that has an arrow slit in the center of the south wall, and the ceiling is about 10 foot high.
Okay, Lucian will step in.
Okay.
Search around. If there's nothing in there.
Nothing in there.
And I'm going to, point out that there's a murder hole here and go, other than that, yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
I'm going to step towards the statue.
All right. Move towards the statue for me. All right. So once you get there, make me a wisdom saving throw.
There it comes.
You are fine. You feel something trying to kind of get into your head, but
is it
you're
coming
fine.
from the statue?
Yeah. You can definitely tell whatever it is trying to pull you towards the statue.
I would like to use my spiritual weapon to attack it.
It would have gone away by now, I think.
I mean, you can recast it if you want. I don't know how many spell slots you have left.
Yeah, I'm going to move away far enough away that it's not going to pull at me, but I'm going to cast spiritual weapon and attack the statue so nobody else can get hurt.
Okay. You can certainly try.
Okay.
I mean, you hit it. Nothing happens.
Okay. I gave it my shot, but can I have my spiritual weapon?
Sure.
Thank you.
I thought I had. Okay. Yeah, it's like I had something up, but let me drop it and move it over here.
Okay.
All right, there you go. You should be able to control it now.
Thank you.
Lockhart, or not Lockhart, Lucian, what you doing? What you measuring?
I'm just seeing how far Archimedes can fly if we needed him to. I'm a little concerned about where those other flame skulls are.
Okay. All right. So what are y'all gonna do? Y'all back on? Yes?
we're up on a landing or something, we would have to climb down.
Yeah, it's 30 feet below you. Lucian, how far did you get into this room?
Which room?
This one.
This one?
This one.
Oh, I came here, and then I came over here, and then came
Okay.
into here.
So, Lucian, make me trying to check, but make me a perception check. I know your passive is 19. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you were over here for just a moment, you thought you saw maybe like some sort of, I want to say weirdness to do with this wall.
I'm gonna go. I wonder, is there a secret door over there? And I'm gonna send Archimedes over. Well, you know what? I honestly don't know that there was a problem in there, so I'm gonna walk over there.
Oh, right. You're gonna. All right. So once you get closer, one, give me a wisdom saving throw. And don't roll a 1. Hey, with that 21, again, you feel something trying to draw you to the statue, but you're able to just kind of wave it off. And now that you're closer to this wall, you definitely see like it's a secret door that goes somewhere.
I listen.
You don't hear anything.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up to step through.
All right. Let me open that door for you. All right, so in this area, you see, well, as you open the door, hundreds of
it's where they keep the spare flame skulls.
hundreds of non-flame skulls, just regular old skulls, do fall out of this cavity behind the door. And you do see on the other side, there is another door. And this room has 30-foot high ceilings. And it's probably about at least halfway full of human skulls.
Stairs.
You would also notice that on the ceiling is a chest that is upside down and appears to be held in place.
Oh, well, that's interesting. There's a chest up there. Well, let's go ahead and mage hand. Does it appear to be locked up there using the mage hand?
It is locked.
Who is Xander?
Yes.
How are you at picking locks?
I'm great.
Isabel, how are you at picking locks?
It is also 30 feet in the air.
I can use my spiritual weapon.
Trying to avoid saying what I was something that inappropriate.
I can use my spiritual weapon to try and knock it.
I think the point is to try and get to it without being destroyed or without destroying things. If there is somebody who is good at taking care of locks, I can certainly put them in the area.
Isabel, what's your dex score?
It's 16 right now.
Okay, me as well.
Isabel, did you want to try and open this lock, or did you want to let Xander try?
Well, I may be able to give it a go, but isn't it odd that there is a fixed chest on a ceiling?
Yes, that's why I'm drawn to it.
Well, to quote an old friend, I think it's a mimic.
Hitting it with a spiritual weapon won't hurt anything.
It just may activate the mimic if it is a mimic.
And it might break anything inside.
And if it doesn't, just a little tap tap there, Lucen.
Ah,
Maybe there is a secret
sure.
activation within the room that we may not know about. Have you checked the room?
Well, I know that there's another secret door over here, and I look for the
Please?
secret door over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and listen.
Okay, so you hear from the other side of that room. You hear kind of the mumblings, almost like, I mean, you've kind of seen or at least heard of before, when a wizard is trying to cast or maintain very powerful magic, they a lot of times will repeat kind of the spell on a loop. And this repeating, from what you would imagine with your knowledge and everything, and I'll say, Lockhart, you can hear this as well. If anyone else wants to roll perception, they can. But you definitely hear that kind of rhythmic pattern, but with kind of the tone and the gruffness of the voice, you wouldn't be surprised if they've been doing this for hundreds of years.
I describe this to everyone else and say, I don't know what the hell is in there who's been trying to cast a spell for hundreds of years, probably a mythal of some sort. I wonder if this is the curse.
And Lucian, as you look around this room, you will also see something inscribed on the walls.
In this little 10 by 10 room?
That's 30 feet high. From what you can tell, it goes up
Okay.
all the way. And it is in at least 5 different languages.
Oh, cool. Are any of them primordial, elvish, draconic?
Yes. It's
And
primordial, and 4 other ones you can't understand.
Okay.
But with how it's kind of done, and kind of the different, for lack of a better term, like fonts or like scripts of the different languages, it looks like it's going kind of, from what you can tell, primordial, and then something out, the other 4, and then primordial again.
Where are you reading those inscriptions?
I'm going to describe them. I'm not reading them aloud. I want to know what they are first.
All right,
No,
but
where
in this,
are you looking at it? Like, where is it?
in this
It's on
little
the wall.
room that I am pinging on the walls,
Okay.
it says, "What once was lost shall never be found, a payment for eternity bound. Your soul is forfeit, your hunger will never be sated. Trapped in an endless loop, this has become your columbarium. As your thirst for blood grows, the lock will strengthen, only to be released once you begin solitarium. The lock can only be released when the one you hurt the most has found some peace. When the light is renewed and becomes bright, can he finally end this endless night?"
I repeat this to Graveborn particularly. Can you post it by any chance?
Yep, I'm going to post it, and now that I have read all of it, I will also, 1 second, accidentally copied where it said GM notes. I will also.
Oh, that would take a much higher perception check to get that one right.
It would. It will also be in your journal. Oh, that broke it up all nice and funky. So I will put it in the Zoom chat to hopefully be an easier read.
What would it be in the journal under? Because I got a lot of stuff there.
Right now it's only in Lucian's, but I
Okay.
can share it with everyone. Since Lucian is sharing this. And it's just, I haven't put it in a folder yet. But hopefully you all can see it now. It's called Amber Temple Walls.
So I'm just going to point out,
I accidentally copied that one twice.
I am wondering if Strahd's soul is in here.
Why would you say that?
Because I think that that's the thing that has been eternally lost and that sort of thing.
And well, why? But like, why would it be here?
I think this is related to the curse, and I think this has to do with how we can unravel the curse. I also think it has to do with Graveborn. Anyway, somebody is in the next room trying to hold something there, has been for centuries. Do we want to step in and bother them?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, I step through.
Right. Well, we will actually, with the time and the fact that some of us have an early game tomorrow, we will call it here, right before you all step into the room.
And they open the door, and to be continued.
Pretty much. I will open the door and then we will to be continue this.
Okay. And I'm going to make a note that among the other things I have to do next time, go check out the mage body.
All right. Any game related questions, comments, concerns before I stop the recording?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to actually get into that room without getting too close to the statue.
Yeah. Isabel and Xander do both need to make me wisdom saving throws as well.
Okay.
Right now?
Is this like some kind of magical effect though?
It is.
Okay, so I'll do it, but it's gonna be at advantage because I have advantage on saves that are with spells or anything magical.
Is this you want to make the save right now?
Yes, so that way I don't forget before next time.
Okay.
Isabel, that 19 saves.
And it was a what save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Ooh, nat 20.
Nice, yeah. You
Oh,
both. Yes.
I can step up and fail a saving throw now, or we can wait till next week.
Do it now. Just do it now.
Yep.
Yeah, so you feel drawn to this statue. So yeah, so when we come back, Graveborn will be drawn towards the statue.
I'll just put myself there so we remember.
Yes. And yep. All right. But everyone else is fine. You can head into this other room over the piles of skulls that have kind of rained down on the floor since it opened.
Oh, yeah. So just because I'm taking a note for myself, but next time I definitely want to check out somewhere over here was a room with a body of a dead mage that I want to check out.
Okay. What? Okay, sorry. Can you ping that again where you wanted to check?
It was somewhere over here near the entrance.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that was the spot. And there was also one right here, like a dead person that no one searched as well. There were two.
You guys didn't search that while you were over there?
Nope.
I thought you guys did, dummy. Okay, well, I'll mark down also body. Also other body. Okay, well, we'll try that one too. But yeah, and I know this one's going to be hard to get